Hey, Okie Tools here, and this is going to be my video of replacing the upper ball joints on my Dodge Ram 1500. Mine's a 2007, but this is a pertinent video for all 2006, 2007, and 2008 model years. One of my ball joints, upper ball joints, I believe the one on the driver's side, the boot's bad on it, and it needs to be replaced. The one actually on the passenger side isn't bad at all, really, as far as I can tell. But I figured I'd replace both of them at the same time. As you can see, I bought the Moog replacements. I like products from Moog. I think you should, look into them if you're looking to replace yours. And the one thing I really like about them is it has that grease fitting, so you can grease them and it makes them last a lot longer. I've used Moog products before and I really liked them. I'm not trying to shill for them or anything. I'm just saying that's a really nice feature, and it really does make them last a long time. And that's kind of why I'm also replacing the other side as well, even though I really didn't need to, because it's nice to have both of them have the same gusher fittings. Okay, this is what comes in your kit: your new ball joint, your castle nut, and your cotter pin, which is nice because mine did not have a castle nut or a cotter pin. It just had a one of those fasteners that has the nylon inside to lock it on there, and I really don't care for those. You got your grease cert, you got your washer, and you got a snap ring, which I don't believe mine had a snap ring on it either, so that's a nice feature as well. We got some redundancy here, safety redundancy, so that's nice to see. Okay, so I got it jacked up and got it properly supported under there with jack stands, so safety first on that. And this is the culprit we're messing with right here. This is the upper ball joint. I don't know if you can, it's around back here, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's busted open and it's leaking that crap everywhere. It's got that crap all over the top of it, and the grease and stuff. So we're going to be taking this off. This is a, believe it's a, let me tell you correct, it's a 13/16 nut. You go ahead and take that down, and then it's time to bust it up out of here, get it up out of this knuckle, and then it'll be time to press it out. Okay, it's time to do the upper ball joint, and this is a 13/16 nut, just like the tie rod was, if I didn't mention that before. And you're going to want to go ahead and bust it loose and go ahead and take it off of there. Okay, some things you need to pay attention to before you actually take it out of there. You need to see if this moves in there, apparently, because you need to make sure that there wasn't deficient in the conical shape in there, my understanding of the cone shape in there, the way it sets down in there, or you may need to replace this entire assembly right here because it may be defective. So mine doesn't seem to be moving around in there or anything, or seem to be loose, so that's good. You can also check it once you get it out to see if there's any shiny parts where it might have been rubbing in there, which is another indication of that as well. So like I said, I'm not seeing any sort of movement out of it right now, so I think we're all good to go. To get it out of there, you can either use a puller, pickle fork, or anything like that. I like to use a BFH to get it out of there. Okay, and now I got it busted loose. Just for the time being, I got this upper control arm here hooked in to take some slack off of the brake cable and everything like that. Okay, so this is the Pressor Kit I'm going to be using. Rented this from my local O'Reilly's, and this is the actual press with some of the fittings, and then that's the actual set for doing four-wheel drive ball joints. It's their adapter set for it. So you just kind of find your appropriate setup, and you go ahead and press it out. Okay, there it is. Now, what I actually found out about this is these are actually supposed to be serviced possibly with replacing the entire upper control arm, and Moog makes a replacement for that.
But I decided to go ahead and press mine out, and what I did was, since this one was already broken and I had a hell of a time using the press, and I hesitate to really show you how I did that, but I got it out. That's the important thing. Kind of got it to go over to one side. You see how it was already torn. Got it over to one side and just kind of pushed it up using the press until it finally popped out. And that's the way I did it. Used this piece right here on top because it was larger than that piece right there, and just set it right up there like that, like it was meant to be. And then you put the other piece on top like that, and then that's where the top of it goes, is rests right up here, and then you screw it from the bottom right here. And like I said, I just kind of had the adapter. I really didn't use an adapter piece down here. I just had the actual press and was pressing it up. Sure, that's not the right way to do that, but it worked for me. I don't know how I'm going to do the other side. I might not do it at all. I might just get a replacement piece for it. But this one I should be able to put the new Moog in there and just press it down normally, because the issue was the stud. The stud was too long to actually use the adapter, or I could have used the adapter and it would have worked perfect. But for the clearance you got in here in that stud, and that shouldn't be an issue with the next one I'm installing at all, because I think the actual screw piece will be the opposite direction, and because the stud and everything's shorter and it's a more compact unit, even though the rest of it's the same size. But that's how I got it out of there. Okay, you want to get this real clean, and I use a little wire brush on it, a brass brush. Get it real clean. I use some brake clean on it because you want that surface to be real nice and smooth for it. So this is the new Moog one that I was showing earlier, and what I want to show you is this right here says mount inboard, because that's where your grease comes out after you grease it from the top, your old grease. So you want to mount that inboard. So here's my setup. I got this receiving cup right here, and I got the adapter for that, and I got the stud down here coming out, and I got the press, and then I got the this came with the four-wheel drive adapter set, and then there's the collet, and then the rest of the press and everything. So this is a 7/8, so you go ahead and put that down. The way I got it going is, and it takes you a minute to get it all set up, but it's already starting to press in. So the way I'm doing it is I'm throwing a 7/8 wrench on there, and then using my 1-inch wrench on the other side of it to you know, lock up and get it to go down. If I can actually get in there. You want to keep making sure that it's pressing in right, so the, you know, centered. Okay, so as you can see there, it seated it. So that's the setup for getting it down. As you see there, we got it all pressed in, got our grease fitting on there, and got the snap ring in place up there, and ready to put the knuckle on and jack this back up so it all goes together, and then put the castle nut on and properly torque it. Okay, as you can see there, we got it back in the knuckle, got the castle nut on, got the cotter pin in there, and actually greased it up. You can see it's a lot fatter than it was, and the torque on this is, according to the instructions, is 40 foot-pounds plus 90 degrees. Do not back it off to you know, put in the cotter pin. I think you're supposed to go ahead to the next cancellation to get it in. If you have a mega cab, I think it said that it was supposed to be like 50, just a solid 50 foot-pounds to get the fastener on there. So that is, you've seen both sides, seen me do the other side a little. Okay, got the wheel back on and torqued. There's a new one. The other side's the same way. There's the old ones. They look like crap. Like I said before, I don't know if they're supposed to be pressed out and replaced. I've read that you had to replace the entire upper control arm, but this video proves, at least on this model year, that they can be pressed out with a little bit of ingenuity and can be replaced. So this was my video replacing the upper ball joints on my Dodge Ram 1500. Model years applicable 2006 through 2008. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to grill. Wife's hungry. Just wants me to start grilling some hamburgers. I like to multitask. Thanks for watching.